Hi! Welcome to our YouTube channel. This year, we made incredible strides in understanding the universe and advancing space exploration. There were several historical achievements, including the first mission to the International Space Station funded entirely by space tourism, the launch of new spacecraft and technology by NASA and its international partners with the potential to one day land humans on Mars, and the use of space-based internet service in a war. 2022 has been a truly remarkable year for NASA and its missions, said NASA Administrator Bill Nelson. It will certainly go down in history as a standout year in space exploration. Please subscribe to the channel before we continue. Here are some of the unforgettable space discoveries and moments from 2022. Artemis I moon mission launches. After years of preparation, NASA successfully launched its latest lunar exploration program with an uncrewed test flight of an astronaut-worthy spacecraft around the Moon. This mission marked several major milestones. The Space Launch System, SLS, rocket used to lift the spacecraft off the ground became the most powerful rocket to reach orbit, surpassing the thrust of the Saturn V rockets used in the Apollo program. The Orion capsule, which flew empty except for test mannequins, captured breathtaking images of Earth and the Moon, and its orbital path took it farther beyond the far side of the Moon than any previous spacecraft designed for human travel. This successful trial run has paved the way for future Artemis missions, with the goal of returning humans to the lunar surface and eventually achieving the first human spaceflight to Mars. Webb Telescope reveals the invisible universe. In partnership with international space agencies, NASA made significant progress in both human exploration and scientific endeavors this year. One notable achievement was the long-awaited launch of the James Webb Space Telescope in July. Since then, this powerful observatory has studied planets, stars, and galaxies in infrared light, which is invisible to the human eye, and has made groundbreaking discoveries about the universe. The telescope has detected previously unseen aspects of the cosmos and captured new perspectives on well-known cosmic features, such as the pillars of creation. The images produced by Webb have exceeded expectations, and the telescope is just getting started in its mission to explore the universe. Observing astronomical wonders for the first time. The Webb telescope was not the only space observatory making important discoveries this year. The Hubble Space Telescope identified the most distant single star ever observed, located 28 billion light-years away. This star formed just 900 million years after the Big Bang, and its light has taken nearly 13 billion years to reach us. The star has been nicknamed Earendel, after the Old English term for morning star or rising light. In another major achievement, astronomers used the Event Horizon Telescope to capture the first-ever image of the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. This direct observation confirmed the existence of Sagittarius A*, the black hole at the heart of the Milky Way. Black holes do not emit light, but the shadow of this cosmic object was visible due to the bright ring of light bent by its gravity, shifting an asteroid's trajectory in space. In September, NASA successfully conducted the first test mission for planetary defense, known as the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, DART. The agency intentionally collided a spacecraft with Dimorphos, a small asteroid orbiting a larger space rock called Didymos. This was a full-scale demonstration of asteroid deflection technology, and marked the first time humanity intentionally changed the motion of a celestial object in space. The spacecraft altered Dimorphos' orbit by 32 minutes. While Dimorphos and Didymos do not pose a threat to Earth, this system was a suitable target to test a technique that may one day be used to protect our planet from an asteroid strike. NASA announces plans to study UFOs. In addition to these achievements, NASA also announced in June that it would investigate the mysteries surrounding unidentified aerial phenomena, also known as UFOs. The agency selected a team of experts from various fields, including astrobiology, data science, oceanography, genetics, policy, and planetary science, to study this topic through a scientific lens. The goal is not to suggest that aliens may be responsible for such phenomena, but rather to examine the unexplained topic of UAPs and consider what data could be collected in the future to scientifically understand their nature. Milestones on Mars. While the InSight lander's mission on Mars came to an end due to a buildup of dust on its solar panels, the stationary spacecraft made significant contributions this year. InSight detected the largest quake ever recorded on Mars and captured the sounds of space rocks colliding with the planet, creating craters that revealed subsurface ice. Meanwhile, the Perseverance rover's companion, the Ingenuity helicopter, continued to fly on Mars beyond its original 5-flight mission. Ingenuity set a new altitude record and has completed 37 flights on the Red Planet since April 2021, serving as an aerial scout for the Perseverance rover. The rover has collected a diverse array of Martian rock and sediment samples, which it is now storing on the surface for the Mars Sample Return Program in 2033. This ambitious mission will send a lander and 2 retrieval helicopters to Mars later this decade to retrieve the samples and bring them back to Earth. Interstellar meteor visits our cosmic neighborhood. In 2022, an interstellar meteor made a visit to our cosmic neighborhood. This rare occurrence, where a meteor originates from outside of our solar system, was the first time such an event had been observed. Scientists were able to study the meteor and learn more about the composition and origins of objects from other star systems. The meteor provided a unique opportunity for research and added to our understanding of the universe beyond our own solar system. Debris from Space Shuttle Challenger disaster discovered. NASA had a number of successes in 2022, but also encountered reminders of tragedy and disaster. In March, a team of investigators set out to search suspected shipwreck sites in the Bermuda Triangle, a region of the Atlantic Ocean known for the high number of shipwrecks and plane crashes that have occurred there, for a TV documentary. However, while searching another site off the coast of Florida, the team discovered a 20-foot-long piece of debris from the Space Shuttle Challenger, which broke apart shortly after takeoff in 1986 and resulted in the deaths of all 7 crew members on board. This discovery served as a reminder of the dangers and risks associated with space travel. The discovery of the Challenger debris was the first of its kind since pieces of the shuttle washed ashore in 1996. This discovery allows us to pause and honor the legacies of the 7 pioneers who were lost, and to reflect on how this tragedy impacted us, said NASA Administrator Bill Nelson in a statement. At NASA, the core value of safety is, and always will be, our top priority, especially as we embark on more ambitious missions in space. The discovery serves as a reminder of the importance of prioritizing safety in all space endeavors. First all-private mission to the space station. Starlink is just one aspect of SpaceX's growing business, which also includes launching satellites and astronauts into space for NASA. In 2022, SpaceX flew a group of wealthy individuals to the International Space Station on a mission arranged by Axiom. This marked the first space station mission funded entirely by paying customers and consisting only of private citizens. The mission, called AX-1, had 4 crew members, including mission commander Michael Lopez Alegria, a former NASA astronaut who now works for Axiom. The 3 paying customers were Israeli businessman Eitan Stibbe, Canadian investor Mark Pathy, and Ohio-based real estate magnate Larry Connor. The mission launched on April 8 and was initially planned as a 10-day trip, but was extended by about a week due to delays. NASA's plan to allow private missions to the space station is part of its strategy to increase commercial activity in low Earth orbit as it shifts its focus to exploring deep space. Thank you for watching. Stay connected for more updates.